line up. Nice. Oh! Oh, that was beautiful. 2 hits, 1 shot. Oh, mama. Hey all, and welcome back to Bex Squared Gaming. This is Scottish Bex's solo run in Alpha 21. We are doing this on Nomad difficulty and with absolutely no mods. It is Horde Day 35 to be precise, and let's see whether she makes it out alive. Okay, day 35, we are on Horde Day, very exciting. So first thing we need to do really is obviously go check the base, make sure the base is ready, and then kind of just do some stuff while we're waiting. I could go out and quest, but to be honest, there's a lot to be done around here, and I think I would rather just focus on do some base building today, stay relatively close to base, and not stress too much. So first thing is first, let's go check the Horde base. I think we're relatively okay, to be honest. Some repair work on some spikes. I'm actually quite surprised by how many of the spikes are still standing in the middle, to be honest. We do need more spikes. Let's put 50. And I don't think they didn't even touch that. I know, I need steel to repair my blade traps. My blade traps do need repaired up. I'm actually tempted to move that to there, so when they stand on that, they're here when it hits, but it is what it is. So I need forged iron and that to repair. How are we doing with it? Alright, let's just repair the roundabout area. Bar's still intact, I think. We're fine. Everyone's fairly intact. They didn't actually do much damage at all. Now, that being said, the last horde was an even horde, and we all know that the even hordes are not as dangerous as the odd ones, and we're about to get an odd horde. So let me I'm just wanting to some of these repaired, right? So right, so slowly but surely getting things sort of sorted. I don't think we need any more than that. I think really just sticking back some spikes and then we're good to go. I'm not doing anything miraculous for this horde day, to be honest. I'm really not that fussed. I think last time we were right. I think just flushing out some more spikes and, you know... Oh, that's not quite what I intended. Not sure I can get any closer without standing on them. Right. That was quite sweet. That was my neighbour just messaging me to say she hasn't seen my cat in 3 days and she wants to know if the cat's okay. The cat is absolutely fine. The cat has taken to, now that it's getting warmer at night, has taken to being out all night and sleeping all day, which is why she's not seeing her during the day, because she's out all night. So, right. I think that's kind of gonna do it. I'm not really looking to stick loads of stuff down. I'm just like, let's use up what I have got. Get out of my inventory. And that will do. Not looking for anything. I think that's kind of as exciting as it gets. Okay, so question now is, do I continue working over there? Or do I do some more digging out and stuff down here? I might come do some digging out with that neighbour because I need more cobblestone to do a load more work over there. And I can't do that here yet, so I might start just digging out. I'm gonna have to dig several layers down, to be honest, so. And it's gonna get me more rock and more clay, so I might as well just do it. What I should probably go get is some coffee for it. That's... Okay, so if we do... I don't know how far I want to go. I don't know how far I need to go with this. Pretty much right up to... I usually go right up to this sort of marker block. Hi guys! Hi! Have you come to take a tour? Have we? You know? Oh. Okay. Get them all distracted. Alrighty. Line up, nice. Oh! Oh, that was beautiful! 2 hits, 1 shot! Oh, mama. That was so beautiful. I'm so proud of that moment. That was cracking. 2 heads, 1 shot. And a coffee to make life easier. There we go. I'm fucking right. Okay, so this is the middle portion here. So, yeah. So the reason I'm marking this out is because I'm actually going to remove this land blame. Apparently it's a land blame block now. The land claim block in a minute. So that's why I've got some markings out so that I know where that would have been. What I will do is, I don't know how I'm going to do this because I do need to remove it, but I need to make sure that I mark it in some way. So what I'm going to do is, I think that's the spot. So we're going to go right up to the edge on this because this would be where it will start there and then start going down that way. So I will dig out underneath and have the whole thing reinforced all the way down, but it's just more for getting in and out the hole for the moment. Now, the quick way to do this would be to decide what my boundary levels are and then dig the rectangle and then cut underneath and then have the whole thing drop from above and just smash. But I actually want the clay, and so while I could do that and make it faster on myself, I do actually want the materials, so I'm going to have to unfortunately do this a slow way. I also need to make sure I leave a way out, and that is because I will not have this done before Horde Night. And if anything falls into this pit, they need to be able to get back out. To be honest. Oh, we found gravel, which means there's ore around here somewhere. Ah, it's phosphorus. Nice. Need that for my farm, so... And coal. For gunpowder. Excellent. I need to go over this way as well. So... Okay, digging out nicely. So, where are we? What have we got? Anything around us? Anything come to play? No, I think we're alright. I need to work out roughly how far out I want to go. This, essentially, would be a back wall. So, I really want to leave that a couple of spaces in. Because I'll want to... I'll dig it. I need to dig it out because I'm going to put a couple of layers of steel. I tend to always have it nice and a nice thick layer. The back end. That is where it's going to go to. Oh. $21,000 clay. That's a lot of clay. I'm gonna need a lot of steel, so... Can't remember what the limit is on the forge. Does anyone remember what the limit is on the forge? Is it something like 60,000 you can put in before the forge stops accepting it? Right. So, the other horde base will run this way. And it's going to be a bit like that, but sort of upside down. And we don't tend to have the bar. It's not designed to have them drop off like that. You can get a little overwhelmed, but the idea being that we actually put more traps in. So you'll have traps that protect the entrance. So you'll have a set of blade traps that sit sort of 2 deep that run across the entrance. And then it's wide enough that between each set of... So it doesn't just go back the way that does. Tick, 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 tick back. It tends to have a space wide enough to have to run through a blade trap. And the idea being that instead of standing on a trigger plate, they're standing on a blade trap. So they have to stand in the trap while they're fighting you. And then you just move back. So you do tend to move back a little bit more often than you do with just the fall off trick. And that's fine. The other thing you can do is build other traps in that layer across the way. So as they're running through, they're just being assaulted essentially by a whole barrage of traps. But it's more about a controlled explosion, because the problem with this one up here is that while the drop is fantastic, if a demolisher gets under that or a demolisher gets onto that and then explodes, it will take out that beam. It will absolutely take out that beam. Whereas if you've done it here and the demolisher explodes it here, it will take out what's around you, but they can then still come down and get into the next layer. So it doesn't stop the AI pathing to you, and therefore doesn't cause them to start demolishing what's under you. It's designed to allow the demolishers to explode if you can't take them out, because obviously if it's just you can't always get the demolishers down in time. Well, you know, and if it's 2 or 3 layers thick, they can explode as many times as they want. But the idea being, it will only ever take the outer layer out, and then they can always still path the next one. And then you just, if they're going to explode, you just back up and turn your next set of traps on and put your port up, and then, you know, your hatch up, and then wait for them. They have their explosion, and then they come through and it continues. And then that's only if the demolisher even gets in. Now that's assuming the demolisher gets close enough to hurt you. The downside to this one is you can't see what's coming at you. You have no control until it comes running down. You know, you're standing here and you've got no control until it comes barging down the entranceway, because you're going to be covered above. So you see nothing until it charges you. That is the only downside. I have done this one in the past and it worked amazingly well, and I mean amazingly well. And it does handle demolisher explosions incredibly well. You know, it really does. It really is fantastic for allowing the demolishers to explode without risking, you know, your own safety. Because the biggest issue I've always found with this game in solo is the demolishers. And the problem that you have is that the demolishers therefore explode and take out whatever they've got around them, and then things stop pathing to you, and then they start hacking a base out from under you. And yeah, no. So if you design it downwards, and when they explode, it doesn't cause that problem. So yeah, they might have to run and jump up because, you know, they've taken the bottom layer out, but it's still a jump up and they can still get to you, so they can still path to you. So it's not a problem. You can use as little or as many traps as you want. I like having them stand in the blade trap, although it does mean you have to repair the blade trap after every single horde. I know there's quite a lot of people that don't even use blade traps. They just don't see them as... I prefer the blade traps over dart traps, and pretty much over any other trap. I just think it's more efficient. Right, we're getting later now. I need to keep an eye on the time because I do need to go get my ammo and all my supplies for Horde Night. So they will probably spawn in and charge across here and fall into this hole. But that's why I've made sure there's a way out for them, so they shouldn't get stuck. You know, and that's the biggest danger while I'm building this, is they might get stuck while they're pathing through, but... That's the thunder and lightning started, so I'm gonna head back to base and get things ready, because this is the moment it's telling us, yeah, get ready for this. So I've done a lot of digging out. I think we're looking quite good. It's the start. I'm very excited. I kind of do want to get this base up and running and move out and, you know, start really properly building it. So let's go around and get in. Such a slow run. My skills. I've got 3 skill points. I think after Horde Night, I need to remember to spend my skill points. I don't want to do it right now because I don't want to get lost in trying to decide what I want and then not being ready in time for Horde and panicking. So Okay, let's top up my shotgun, and I'll bring additional shotgun shells, because that's my rad remover. It's on that. And the rest can sort of, I can go in there. I'll hang on to them just for some repairs afterwards. And I might pick up some steel for some repairs afterwards as well. And I think that's it. So let's repair weapons. Nope. We've got more repair kits. We're fine on that front. I've got my first aid with me. I think we're alright. I'm not too worried, to be honest. It's all going to come down to pathing. It's all going to come down to seeing how well they path and the like, to be honest. Let's top up our food reserves. Do need to get more things cooking, to be honest. What am I lacking? It's the potatoes that I'm lacking, to be honest. Pretty much everything I'm lacking, to be honest. I think sure that's reloaded. Reloaded. Oh. Alright. Let's go get ourselves settled in. There's still an hour or so, but I'd rather just get settled. Now, last time they came in at the far side and ran through my home base, and because I didn't have it blocked at the other side, it got stuck. Now, and the previous times that I've done this, when I do the full round, they do tend to run round. We'll see. Now, in the long run, like we say, this will be gone anyway, and the clan claim block in between gone as well. And then it'll be back up here for the next clan claim, so there'll be this space in between that they can spawn in, and it therefore isn't a problem, but we will see. Okay, so let's get in. Need to get plenty of gas in that. Let's make sure that lid is closed. Oh, we're starting. I hear them. They're coming in from there. Okay. Right, they're getting stuck on the spikes. That's fine. I'm gonna go up and have a look. Yeah, see, I saw that. He pathed round. So hopefully they're going to be pathing round correctly. I can't... I need to go out and have a look. I can't see. This is a really slow horde night. They're just all... Whoa! Almost got my head taken off by a dart. Right. I don't know if they're just slow incoming. Oh, they're in there again. How are they in there again? That shouldn't have happened. Oh, so, okay. So the spawning for Horde Night is glitched. Good to know. Or they've changed it. It's either glitched or they've changed it, because that they should not be spawning on my base, in my base. Because I do have a... that interesting to know. So they have changed up how the spawning works. That's important to know, because that then changes everything, and I really then need to get that base done sooner, because I'm going to have to leave holes in this to let them through. So that must have been a change. Now, this was not the case with the last alpha, because I still had a similar one in a private game like this on alpha. So this is definitely something new in this alpha. They've changed up the fact... It must be, it doesn't matter. If you have 2 land block claims together, it clearly doesn't matter. They will not spawn... yeah. It must be to do with where you're standing and nothing to do with your land block claim. So if you're standing outside your land block claim, it doesn't matter. They will spawn inside of it if you're far enough away from it. So, good to know. That's actually really good to know. I just assumed it was to do with them spawning on the other side and running through it. Clearly not. They're spawning inside there. So I can guarantee when we go have a look, there won't be any holes on that side. As soon as they hack their way through, they'll be fine. Unfortunately, it's the same situation as last time, but that is what it is. Let me just double check we're good down here for the moment. Yep. There we go, and they're through. Get me down, let me down. Which means it becomes urgent now that I move that direction. I'm actually tempted to move my base further out, actually. Even though I've already dug some of it. But no, I should be alright, actually. Way! I'm getting a couple of backdrops, which is nice. Hey! She gonna make it up? She gonna make it up? Surely they're not still battling their way through. They cracked that. Oh, some of them are still. They're not pathing. Look at that. They're absolutely not pathing right. There's a hole, and they're still not going for that hole. That makes no sense. I'm not worried about that. That dart trap's got my ass covered. I'm good. Just making things coming to me slower. It's just making kill ratio so much slower and dragging this out. Yeah, see? Traps have got this. It just makes the horde night so bloody slow. That's the only problem. It's frustrating. But we know for next time, so... See, I assumed it was to do with my base, but obviously they've changed up the pathing now, so... Or maybe it was just sheer coincidence. Maybe last time the fact that they didn't spawn inside my base was just maybe pure luck, and they've always pathed that way. But no, I mean, I've done this before where I've aligned them next to each other and it's never been a problem. Bye. And draw your trap. Oh, you don't have to see the big guys fly. I really enjoy just clubbing them to death, so I mean I could be trying to shoot them with the guns from a distance, but I kind of like letting them get up close and personal. I feel like I actually do more than just let, let everything else take it out. Oh, hi, having that. Plus, why waste the bullets, you know? Traps, it's easy enough to do a little bit of steel to repair the... No? So why waste it when the steel's so much easier to get and do, and repair the traps? Just do that. It's whereas harvesting everything you need, getting everything you need for bullets between the lead and the brass and the gun, all the stuff with the gunpowder, with the coal and the nitrate, it's easier to get a little bit of steel and clay and a little bit of wood, so... Plus, I feel like you feel like you're doing a bit more when you're up face and clubbing them, you know? Hey, skill point. Oh! You got knocked on his ass in the blade trap, lovely. Yeah, see, they're falling into the pit and running up and running down. Ho, ho, ho. Hey, hey, hey. Don't spit at me. Feral. Headless feral. Oh, look at how she landed! Oh, I love it. I love it. We've got another co-op incoming. You gonna crest the ridge? Yes, he is. Oh, I shot him as he went to spit. Lovely. Did I get him down there? I don't know if I did. To be honest, the harder part of this game these days isn't the horde nights. It's 100 on the normal game, not speaking for the modded ones. On the normal game, the harder part is actually going out and looting and doing quests. It's not... Horde nights are a breeze, to be honest. As soon as you've got a half-decent base and some traps, you can kind of sneeze your way through a horde night. The demolishers add a level of interestingness, but, I need to check. I don't think I've got a lot of darts left. That's a bird. Where's that bird? Where'd that bloody bird go? can hear it, but I can't fucking see it. Nah, I can't get out there without turning off the traps. I'm gonna leave the trap to cover my ass, and I'm gonna go get that bird. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Oh, hi. Whoa, he took a bit to go down, didn't he? Oh, we've still got some incoming. This is certainly a longer horde night than we've had. Like, come close, my pretties. Feel the impact of my shotty. Oh, both lost an arm. Lovely. Come on. Oh, he's getting back up. Oh, he's getting back up. Not anymore, he's not. I think I saw a cop there. Tipping head first. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, having that bag. Any interest in that? No. The dog has a wiener! I've never noticed that before! They actually gave the dog a wiener. I've never noticed it. They gave the dog that. In all my time of playing, that's the first time I've noticed the dog actually has a penis. See, that's... What? Makes me wonder now if other animals in the game have junk. I'm sorry, my mind is now wandering. Like, did they make the bears girls? Like, are they all boys? Give me that back. Give me the bag. Headshot with a shotty, always the best thing you can do. I hear another bird. Yep, there's another bird incoming. That one of my blade traps has stopped. Right. Let's do a little bit of repair. While we're... Right. You're right there, dude. That one's fixed. Yes, I am aware there's still things floating around. I'm just doing a bit of repair work because they're going to take a while to get to me and I'm not rushing around. I'll just walk over a trap, shall I? That's fine. Oh, interesting. That one doesn't need repaired. Right. Being back up that time? Nope. Hey, give me the bags. Get to the bags. Alright. There's any... I don't see... There's not a lot of damage to the structure. There really isn't. I mean, they're pathing... Other than the getting stuck over there, they're pathing but quite well, so... Is that just a random wandering horde, or the hell? Really? I think that was random wandering horde right after Horde Night. Really? That's cheeky game. Having that shit. Alright. Let me go check there's nothing down the hole. And then we'll go back and check there's nothing in the base. I think we're probably alright. Yeah. That's exactly why I put this here. So something has had a bash, but nothing's really done any damage. I knew they would pass straight out, which is what they did. They swung around and then were running down here. Hitting this and then turning along this way. It's all good. Not worried about it. So that's interesting. So spawning now has bugger all to do with where your bedroll is, your land blame clock, your land claim block. It doesn't affect it on Horde Night by the looks of it. It's just, obviously, well, we knew they did spawn wherever you were. We already knew that. And we know that, for example, things that would distract them on normal games, like pipe bombs, don't work during Horde Night. And we know this. So we know all of this piece of information. So this is standard, definitely. So I'm happy to leave this here. I think, well, it is. It's the end of the day. It's the end of day 35 and day 36 has begun, and we've got plans for what that day will be. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna unload my bags, and then I think we're gonna call it. And I might even leave the vanity tower to tomorrow to start, just so that I can maybe get a bit of repair work done. Simply because we're going to be further into that. We're starting slightly later into this day, and I would rather make sure that I'm starting, you know, Vanity Tower smack on 4 o'clock. See if I can get through it in one day. And by the time I was to go out now, we're going to be 2 hours into the day. So let me just unload, clean things out of my bags, and then I can make plans. So I think today, continue on a little bit of other things, and yeah, we'll set the Vanity Tower up for day 37, I think. I think that sounds like a plan. And we can be there for the you know, the 4 o'clock kickoff and go in from there. And I think that would be a really wise idea. And then it gives me more time in the building than I have right now. So I'm just quickly unloading. Okay, and do you know what we need to do? We need to go take us some... Okay, so that is Horde Day. Again, not very exciting day. It's kind of... they got stuck and it got a bit dull, but that now confirms they're spawning inside of here on Horde because of where I'm standing. So it doesn't matter if there is a block down or anything like that, it's going to impact it. And that's a really important thing to know for going forward, and makes it even more important to move my Horde base to the further one further away. So with this in mind, we are going to call it here, guys. If you have enjoyed yourself, please do give us a like and a subscribe. It really does help our channel. And obviously, we love to get your comments and hear what you'd like to see us do. Obviously, keep a lookout for the stuff that we're doing together, as always, and more of the solo and the rebuild series. So we will see you next time all. Enjoy.